Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Miden Tower on Nintendo Switch. Wait, did I do anything here? Oh no, I already got everything. Marcus is on edge again today. What does Catherine see in you? Oh, that's right. I was working my way around this way. I was brought here by my grandma. I wonder when I'll be able to return to Petalus where my real home is. Why not till the end of the game? What are we doing? Unless we do as the sage's directions, I won't be able to fulfill my own ambitions. Let's visit the Eternal Sage, where the Eternal Sage lives near the Magma Sea. I am currently out at the moment. Oh, wait. I need to go to the warp. I heard you're going to look for the Eternal Sage. Yeah, what of it? Why you, of all people? It's a request from the Council. That's not what I mean. I'm asking you why a self-centered person like you gets chosen. For something that involves the security of this town, the Sentinel should be the ones to do it. I had nothing to do with it. Ask the sages if you want to know the details. Who's this man, Valen? Marcus, the leader of the Sentinels. I see. Then this must be Catherine's boss. It's nice to meet you. I'm Layla, a Magica. What the? Oh no, not again. Hey, are you here picking a fight with Valen again? Hear me out, Valen. Don't you dare fail. Unbelievable. Here he is at it again. Valen. I came to tell you to be careful out there. I'll try. Wait, please don't leave me behind. Layla, did you have any trouble last night being cooped up in the same house as Valen? Just the opposite. He was kind enough to teach me about many things. Well then, that's good to hear. Even so, he's pretty unsociable, don't you think? He's always has a kind of sullen attitude towards everyone. I guess you could describe it that way. He didn't used to be like that. As a kid, he was cheerful, mischievous, and always smiled so gleefully. But all that changed 10 years ago. I'm sorry for stopping you like this. You be careful too, and we can chat later. A cheerful and smiling Valen? I can hardly imagine what that would be like. Pentacle has been activated. Magma Sea. It's burning hot in this place. The scenery is much different from Allegria too. I guess depending on who creates a place, it can turn out like this, can't it? Where's the place you created, Valen? Nowhere. Then, if you did create one, what would you want it to be like? I've got no interest in creating any places. That's a shame to hear. I would have loved to see the kind of scenery you created. We don't have time for this conversation. Let's go. Okay. Hyper Arts are powerful skills that can only be used once every 20 turns. Using them at the right time can turn the tide of battle in the party's favor. I don't want to do that. Skill elements. Damage increases for an elemental with an advantage over another. Rebound. After using a skill, the time required until the character can take the next turn will depend on the rebound value shown for that particular skill. When selecting a target, the closest target space becomes the default as long as it is not for either all allies or enemies or oneself. However, in the case only one enemy is remaining, it will be automatically selected. Boy, the encounter rate's not very high. I mean, that's actually kind of pleasant for a easy create game. Normally the encounter rates are higher in their games. See, red and white striped jacket with ears attached gives a strange sense of happiness when inserted between two walls. Yes. Say something? Looks like we've got a magic on in our path. Let's deal with it. Have a look at this one, Valen. Be careless and approach it. It could be one that turned into a monster. A monster? You're talking about a beast that has become violent, or a magicka that has lost its senses, right? The majority of magickas in dangerous areas like this have lost their masters and their ability to reason. Yaga. It's reacting to my hostility towards it. There's no doubt it's a monster. Here it comes. This one had a cute pattern on it, didn't it? Or didn't you think so? To me, magickas are what they are. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, if you say so. They don't appear to be any more monsters. Let's keep going. I wonder what kinds of things Valen has an interest in. Only revenge. Stop for a second. What's the matter? Something is different about the flow of mana in this area. There's a pentacle here. Really? I don't see anything. How about now? Wow, it's just like you said. This is different from the ones back in Stoll and has a set destination. It requires considerable skill to create something like this, so it's almost impossible for an Imperial magic user did it. It may have been created by the Eternal Sage, so let's see where it leads. Okay. It's connected inside a house? I can smell something sweet this way. Maybe someone's baking cookies. That reminds me, I've heard before the Eternal Sage has a number of private homes throughout the tower. This may be one of them. Let's take a look around and see what we can find out. Intelligence herb. Var coins. Well, welcome. This is unusual for a couple of young kids to come to a place like this. You must be the Eternal Sage. Yep, that's me. Not trying to act all superior or anything, but I was wondering if I could get you to introduce yourselves. You can call me Valen. I'm Layla. It's wonderful to meet you. Why are you stopping me? I was under the impression shaking hands was basic manners when greeting. You'll fall over again and spread dust everywhere. That's not a good idea. If you say so, then okay. A wall. Judging from your mana, I take it you're part of the tower walls? You're really something unusual, aren't you? You could tell that just by looking at me? Analyzing mana is one of my specialties. Mia's fine. By the way, I'm Mia, the sage with Eternal in their name. But given I'm not one for formalities, just call me Mia. Compared to the other sages, you're much younger. I had imagined you would be about the same age. I get that reaction a lot. Lila, the Eternal Sage is the oldest of the sages at 117. In short, she's an old crone in disguise. Valen? I may not be one for formalities, but I won't tolerate disrespect. I only said the truth. Yo! Valen! If we're going to talk, then first we'll need some tea and cake. Hey you, we have guests. I thought that was a wash basin disappearing to somewhere, and here it is. And to top it off, you created a wall here. What magic did you use this time? Oh, I hope we didn't catch you at a bad time. You have quite the pleasant voice. At first I'd taken you for a man, but it seems you're actually a woman. I am a man. Then, is this ventriloquism? I must say, you're quite good. You have a skill like that, Valen? I would love to hear it myself. I can't do ventriloquism. Really? Then I guess I got my hopes up for nothing. The same goes here. Wait, is this wall the one talking? She's a magica, you big oaf. Who's the old man? Gruff. The crime dog. A freeloader. His name is Gruff. You could be a little more polite about it. It's the truth, isn't it? I took him in when he came up from one of the floors below some weeks earlier. Below here? The barriers beyond this point are still in place. Only limited individuals able to use warp magic should be permitted to go there. The fact is, I've got little innate mana. The ones unable to get through the barriers are those with powerful mana. Am I right? That's why it wasn't a problem for me. Even so, after coming here and being trained by Mia, my mana increased to the point I can't get through any longer. You're definitely on the lower end of the spectrum. Is that why you couldn't recognize Layla was a Magicka? Yes, even after the attack 10 years ago, I stayed put. However, with the increase of Imperial soldiers, it made it difficult to remain, and after a bit of wandering, I ran into Mia. For letting him stay here, I have left the physical labor to him. Sometimes I get the impression I'm doing the majority of the work, though. I see now. So this is the reason you came to see me. No can do. What? I'm in the middle of my research, so I'm not going anywhere. Quit being so self-centered. I can't get access to anywhere below here until I finish the job. I should be the one telling you to quit being so self-centered. The both of you are. Why is it you want to access the floors below? To kill the Imperial soldiers there. That sounds like you're looking for trouble. Speaking of, I did hear about a young man bent on revenge. So, that was you, I see. In that case, how about we do this? You help me with my research. Help you? If I finish my research, there's no need for me to stay here, and I'll return with you to Stol. I have no obligation to help others with their research. But you want to get to the floors below, don't you? Fine. You turned out to be surprisingly easily to manipulate. At the moment, I'm looking for a specific kind of mana. In fact, the Magickas I created to find it reacted a bit ago. I'm headed to the Magma Sea to check things out, so follow me. Okay. Of course, you're helping too, Gruff. I figured that'd be the case. Great. Now, I'll give you this. Is this a magical item? That's right. Using it, you can gain other elemental skills besides those of the elements you were born with. Shouldn't something like this be valuable? Well, I guess it would be, wouldn't it? But since you'll be helping me with my research, I'm of the opinion I should provide you with the necessary support to do that. What's more, an item's real value comes into play when you use it, so don't worry about the minor details and have at it. Among Magickas, there are also those with peculiar abilities that consume their inner mana, so they can't learn magic. And in your case, it appears you have the same difficulty. That's why you won't be able to use that item. You might as well give up thinking about it. Okay, then I'll try to be helpful in other ways. When using scrolls, passive skills can be gained from the magic sealed within them, and magic for various elementals can be learned. Given this, valuable items such as scrolls should be used on characters after careful consideration. Mia, something fell off the shelf over there. What's this brick supposed to be? Oh, it's... Could that perhaps be a piece of me? A piece of you? What are you... Actually, you may be right. I found it near a wall in the tower. After noticing it had stronger mana in it than some of the others, I brought it home thinking to use it for something. Speaking of, I sense the same mana from it as Layla. I thought I told you not to keep bringing stuff home. It's me who has to clean it all up. It's my house, so I can do whatever I want. Besides, I found it long before I ever took your sorry self in. Anyway, with that brick belonging to you, I'll let you figure out what you want to do with it. Thank you. Would you look at that? My hole just opened up in my stomach. Does that mean you're okay? Yes, in fact, I feel power welling up inside me. After obtaining an unlock brick, one of Layla's slots will be unlocked. There are another 5 scattered throughout the tower and would be worth finding. Somehow this hole feels a little breezy. It seems Magickas have even more mysteries about them than I thought. Anyhow, let's be off. This door's locked shut. Alright, treasure keys. Oh, wow, I have nowhere near enough to buy any treasure keys. so weird to play an easy create game that has 60 hertz scrolling. You can tell the animations aren't built for 60 hertz scrolling. Like I said, I hope it's an indication of them further developing their engine to run more appropriately on consoles. Counter charm, huh? Change all the positions. Vitality herb. It's another magical like the one we encountered earlier. Take it out. That's the one I was looking for. Yeah. It's already become a monster. The others must have been killed by another monster. I created them as a pair, so if one got killed, the other would go insane. Did that magic I happen to have a pink polka dots on it? That it did. Did you happen to see it? We killed it on the way to your place. Don't you have any respect for other people's property? We're really sorry. Yeah, that was our bad. I thought it was a monster when it lunged at me. What? Yeah! Defeating this should be our first priority. Now let's get to it. I know we only had a short time together, but I appreciate all of your hard work. Please rest in peace. Your magic is the type that increases your parameters by controlling the mana inside of you, isn't it? Yeah? That's the mana I was after and why my magic has reacted to you. As you can see, my own magic manages the mana inside of me and maintains this 14-year-old physique. Which means my magic is limitless and why I'm always working on perfecting it. For that, I would like to observe yours too, Valen. Find a new lab rat. That's your response after you killed my Magicka? Once again, we're really sorry. You don't have anything to worry about, Layla. I have every intention of making your master take responsibility. Of course, I won't say for free, but I am even willing to disclose some of the results of my research. I can do without. I'm only interested in magic that'll help me kill more Imperial soldiers. Is that all you think about? Well, then I don't have to worry about it now, since I do have my other methods to get you to cooperate. For now, I'll keep my word and return with you to Stoll. Let's go. to reach. Variant enemies, demon enemy, mutant enemy, normal enemy. Boasting much higher parameters than normal ones, these enemies are strong and incredibly dangerous. Defeating them will net the party increase experience, gold, etc. Oh, I can't go through there. Oh wait, I can just go here. Yeah, that's right. Forgot all about that. Ever since Mia left for that meeting, all you've been doing is studying magic. While being dedicated to something is never a bad thing, do you really despise the Empire that much? They took everything from me. So you're going to kill people for that? I am. Maybe all that studying is clogging up your brain. It's still bright outside, so let's head out and have some fun. If you want to go play, be my guest. That won't be any fun by myself. It's your deal, not mine. I'm sorry it took so long, but I made you both some tea. Oh, thanks. Is this really supposed to be tea? Huh? Could it be it didn't suit your taste? I only use tea leaves from the local market. I'm surprised you can make something so foul-tasting with only those. You can't tell me you didn't know how bad this stuff is. I'm sorry. How can you be so stoic? It's good enough for hydration. I promise to do better next time. Alright, then why don't I show you how to make some great tea? You would do that? How kind. I have lived alone for many years, so housework is my specialty. Oh, that's encouraging. Could those two be any more loud? Stupid meeting is finally over. What a pain that was. Welcome back. Did you get that barrier removed from the magma sea? You and your one-track mind. Give me a minute to go get to it, will you? Now, starting with the Pentacle and Pentalus, a few elite soldiers are going to destroy it. It'll be a headache to get information after, but we can't continue to expose the town to danger. Before they strike, however, it'll require some scouts to lay the groundwork. That's where the four of us come in. Us? I can temporarily remove the barrier, and while your arbitrary actions are one thing, your battle skill comes highly recommended by the Council. That's a good thing, by the way. Now you'll be able to access not only Vita Ridge, but also the floors all the way to Pentalus. But that also means I have been tasked with keeping an eye on you. I won't tell you not to kill any Imperial soldiers, but if I tell you not to, I expect you to follow my instructions. If you can't handle that, I'll limit the pentacles and your magic to only be able to access safe areas. Fine. Good. It sounds like we have a deal. Now I can observe your magic to my heart's content. Should that be your first priority, Mia? Why wouldn't it be? What do you think I live for other than to research magic that I'm interested in? We'll leave tomorrow. I can't wait. The next morning. Look, it's Catherine and Marcus. Hello over there, you two. Why do I have to see his mug this morning. Enough of that. Valen, Leia, I heard you're headed out. Be careful, okay? Hey, we should be doing the same ourselves. I'm right behind you. Beep, 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 beep. Huh? Are you still carrying that rock with you? I sure am. I thought it'd be convenient to know when new stuff came into the local shops. That aside, Catherine and Marcus seem to be in quite a hurry. The Sentinels have been instructed by the Council to bolster patrols on the nearby floors. You're late. Let's go. I hear you. I'm coming. We can't walk directly to Pentelis. We'll first have to remove the barrier at the heart of the Vita Ridge. Now let's get on it. Ah, my allergies making my nose itchy. Itchy all day. Is this right? Yeah, this is right, I think. That's quite a drop off that cliff. This place was created for the purpose of magical training. The pathways had been severed in certain places in order to force people to use magic to get across. Magic? Then wouldn't it have been tough for you to pass through here, Gruff? Not exactly. I rode out on these muscles instead. Yeah! I thought this earlier when I saw you fight at the Magma Sea, but you remind me of an Imperial soldier. Having less mana has to do with it, and magic isn't my forte either. That being the case, I consider things from a health perspective and realized this is what I was good at. I hope you don't mistake me for an Imperial soldier and inadvertently attack me, though. If you're not one, it won't be a problem. If anything, I know of others like you, though far and few between. So, how are we supposed to get through this area, Mia? With you and Gruff here, I'm thinking it would be best to use floatstones. Here's one of them. It's a type of magical stone. Do you know what they are? Crystals containing mana that are found in various places throughout the tower from time to time, and each with their own effects, right? Exactly. Now, this is where you come in, Valen. Use this with your magic so we can cross. You get an A+ for that. A floating platform, huh? That's convenient. Floatstones aren't all that rare, so we should be able to find others in the area. I'll leave creating a path to you when we need to cross somewhere again. You should be able to do it yourself just fine. This is a place for training. How's it going to help me if a veteran mage like myself does everything for you? You should learn what you can while you're still young. Shall we go? When coming to places that jut out on Vita Ridge, the party will be able to select whether or not to use floatstones. Assuming we're going to use a lot of them. I need to find a bunch first. Special enemies. Eggs! Valuable items can be obtained by cracking them open. However, enemies can also pop out of them. Bear statues. Valuable items and equipment can be obtained by breaking them open. Beware, however, they are extremely hard. Defeating all other enemies will cause the battle to end. Pathens here. Use a floatstone. Yay. And do a barrel roll. Huh. Where am I going? What's the matter? We can't cross something with this wide of a gap using float stones and my magic. What do you suggest, Mia? While it's possible to make a single person levitate using a float stone, it isn't for everybody over that. It isn't for everybody over that distance. How about yourself, Alan? What do you think we should do in a situation like this? Look for an alternative route. Let's go. Hold your horses there. Why? Can't you think of another way? If you create a specific spell, it may be possible to cross, but we don't have time for that. I could kill several Imperial soldiers in the meantime. Don't you have anything better to do with your time? I know. Why don't we do this together, Valen? Together? Yes, if it's too difficult for you to do alone, I'm sure we can figure it out if we put our heads together. It's like she says, you aren't by yourself anymore. You need to learn to rely on your companions. I'm wondering if there's something I can help with myself. Well, Valen, could you borrow mana from both you and Lila? Then he and I can create an improved version of his spell. How does that sound? I'm sure it'll work if you try, Valen. Fine. That should do it. It doesn't look any different from the last one. It looks to be deceiving. Valen, show him how it works. It moved. I see now. We can definitely get over a gap this wide with it. What a useful spell you came up with. I only made it to move. Now let's hurry and cross. Okay. Here first. Anything? Nope. Chickens or pickles with straw hats? Imaginary wig. This is something I would need. Let's go. Yay. Imperial soldiers, huh? They haven't noticed us yet. Let's go back and explore the other areas. Where are all the virtual stuff? Oh, and 100 bloodstones? Oh, I see. Yeah, I get some later. Let's take them out before they know what hit them. That plan works for all of you, right? If one of them gets away and sounds the alarm, we won't be able to find out what's happening on the ground, so I'll permit it. Even so, there's 4 of them. Do you think we can pull this off without them noticing? I can deal with the first 2, no problem. If I don't have to worry about protecting myself, I should be able to handle the others too. You're doing this under the assumption you'll get hurt. I can't accept that as an option. I have a better plan. Please leave it to me. Fine. Let's see what you can do. Okay. That's never going to work. What the? Was there a wall there before? Whoa, it just shook. It must be really unstable. How rude to call me unstable. Did that wall talk? I'll handle this myself. Hold it there. Let's see how this plays out. Things are just starting to get interesting. What's with this wall? It appears you still think I'm just an ordinary wall, don't you? Here's your chance. Please come hide behind me, everyone. Stay alert, men. There are Midenians nearby. How do you know that? Like I said, I'll handle this. I guess we should have expected she had her limits. I'm sorry, but somehow they saw through my plan. Forget it. Let's hurry and get ready to fight. I'll do better next time. It's Midenia's Magica. No wonder it had such a weird form. Hey, have we ever seen that geezer somewhere before? Now you mention it. Huh? Could it be you were the Imperial soldiers from the unit I borrowed those rations from? That was you who stole our food? I think you recluses are not only cowards, but thieves too. It's time we wipe you off the face of the planet. Wow, everybody's so rude in this game. Yikes! What the? Wah! Wait, we can talk things out. Wah! That last Imperial soldier was pleading for his life. Was it really necessary to kill him? 10 years ago, I saw a number of those in the tower plead for their lives. all of them were slaughtered. If they had gotten away, it would have become a real problem. The only choice we had was either to capture them or kill them. Given the situation, the latter was the most suitable. If you're so sure about that. There don't appear to be any issues here. I'll remove the barrier now. With this gone, you'll be able to travel to Petalus. You should be able to use your magic to warp there now. Their stronghold is up ahead. Let's not get lax in our scouting efforts. Stone. Did I use it on that other place that I couldn't get to? Let's see. Hopefully I didn't need that float stone. There aren't any Imperial soldiers around. For having a wonderful name like the Floral City, this place is so lonely. That's because it's a big city. Eyeing the resources here, the place was completely ravaged, no doubt. What kind of place was it before it was attacked? Well, I seem to have totally forgotten. Yeah, ha ha ha. You're not even 70. You shouldn't be losing your memory already. You tell her then, Valen. You don't have any memories of this place either. Don't tell me you've forgotten too. Got no interest in this place, which is why I don't remember. What a pathetic pair of men you turned out to be. It was 2 years ago when the Empire invaded the upper tower. Up until then, this city was the most beautiful place in the tower, and colored by magical flowers that bloomed daily. Not to mention the various shops and attractions. Now you bring it up, I wish I could see the scenery here again. Our job is to scope out the place. You could at least pretend to reminisce with us, I swear. I'll check over this way. What the? There don't look to be any Imperial soldiers over there either. You can move around in walls like that? Yes, very freely, in fact. That's rather unique. I have a great idea. I want you to go through these walls and see if you can find out where the other soldiers are posted at, Lila. I don't think that's a good idea. Let's just ignore what happened the last time. She shouldn't be seen as long as she stays in the wall. I think that's a better plan, don't you? Now you mention it, that would be convenient, being able to see whether or not they're inside a building. Please let me try, Valen. I want to make up for my failure earlier. Don't you dare set foot out of these walls. I promise. Don't say a word either. That too. Or breathe. I got it. Actually, I don't think that's possible. I don't need to breathe when I go back into being a wall. Really? If you could do all three of those, you can go. No problem. I'm on my way. I found them. They call themselves mages or whatever, but all these Midenians are nothing but cowards. This makes our job easy. Even so, Captain, some of our comrades went out to scout the area and still haven't returned. I've heard rumors of a Midenian going around and killing soldiers like us. Huh. They're just that, rumors. In the end, these Medinias are all a bunch of insubstantial kooks. Do you really think they stand a chance against the powerful warriors like us in the Imperial Army? That is right, isn't it? Yeah, ha 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 ha! How terrible. How can they laugh after treating Valen and those like him so terribly? Look, rather than that, Sergeant, show us some entertainment. Leave this to me, Captain. First, I pull out my underwear with my armor still on. Wow, do it, do it! I don't think I should be here watching this. Yeah, ha 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 ha! I need to shut my eyes. Huh? Did the pattern on that wall just... Oh no. There's something in this wall. Are you back? Layla? I'm sorry, but I was discovered. Layla. Yes? Never spy for us again. I couldn't help it. There was something I just couldn't bear to see. I'm guessing their base is inside the guild, right? We've completed our objective, but can we also bet the Imperial soldiers are going to be on high alert? Well, what do you suggest we do? If we kill them all, that'll solve everything. Not that nonsense again. Is what I want to say, but if we wait a day, we may not be able to destroy the pentacles here. Gruff, seeing as you spent the most time in occupied territory, what's your estimate of the enemy's strength? Those in the upper tower are all new recruits and not used to actual battle. Their numbers may also be higher, but their strength should be spread out. Plus, our destination is clear. Given that, we should be able to handle them ourselves. Good. Then, using my authority as a sage, I'm shifting our plan from scouting to attacking. Our target is the guild. Now, let's storm the place. Ooh, boy, that was a lot of talking. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is audap. You've been watching, Miden Tower on, Nintendo Switch. I really like it. It's got a good feel to it, and, I like how fast-paced the combat is, and of course I like the 60Hz scrolling. It still surprises me even now. That's coming from Easy Create. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.